One quote that I found from a 14-year-old caught my attention. "You have to be tough, you have to swear, be rude to girls, you have to have a deep voice, because if you don't, you'll get hassled. They used to hassle me because of my higher voice, calling me gay. It's just that everyone's voice matured before mine." Can you relate at all to this quote?
Sure. I mean, in my own personal life, I didn't start growing until I was in 10th or 11th grade, so I was always a shorter kid in class until that time. And it starts from the time you're born, you know. Before you even know your name, you're already wearing blue clothes if you're a boy. And I even found it again in my own life where now I have a daughter, and when people would say, "Oh, he's so cute," I'd say, "She's so cute." I responded like that without even knowing the consequences or without even believing what I said. You would instantly jump back and correct them quick as that before you even know you responded like that. And I don't believe those things at all. I don't believe in gender roles. But from a very, very young age, you're set. You know, you play with G.I. Joes, girls play with Barbies, and everybody's heard that. But I don't think we realize the extent at which that not only stays with you, but about how much effect that has from a very young age. So you can definitely relate with things like when you say you have to be tough, you have to swear. You know, this is embedded in us from day one. I remember crying one time in school, or maybe a few times, but the one that stands out in my head is throwing up in class in 4th grade. And everyone was grossed out. I was embarrassed, so I cried. But I think that, you know, I was just trying to be a good student. The teacher always treats you as if you don't know how to handle yourself. You can't go to the bathroom but such and such number of times a day. I believe that's how it was. It's hard to remember now, but it's crazy how you remember stuff like that. But that was the one time I cried, and I'm sure I felt embarrassed because of this idea that I shouldn't be crying in this situation. You know?
Some people believe that men are biologically made to be more masculine and aggressive than women. Others believe that each gender learns its own role from the society that surrounds them. How do you feel about this?
I think that if one camp would just listen to the other camp, that they'd learn a lot from each other. It's obvious to me that biology plays a role. I mean, the male, if you look at other species, is inherently different. Their hormonal makeup is way different. And at the same time, going back to the other question, you know, we tell a boy what is appropriate for a boy at a very young age. And
My group and I should maybe Raising Cain and held a discussion afterwards. We played with the idea of same-sex classrooms because research shows that boys behave in ways that they wouldn't in a co-ed classroom.
I'm not sure if it's very realistic, and that's what a lot of people need out there. A sense of reality that mirrors the real world. And when you split boys and girls up, the fact is when they leave school, they're going to have to work in an environment that has females around, and females are going to have to work in an environment with other males around. And so I think that the potential for success...
I just want to share some quick statistics concerning boys in school. Boys are 30% more likely than girls to flunk or drop out of school. When it comes to grades and homework, girls outperform boys in elementary, secondary, college, and even graduate school. And boys are 4 to 5 times more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD.
What's shocking to me is that boys don't overcome their inferiority, so to speak, after high school or after they're more educated. It seems that, you know, in college you're definitely bombarded by things as these gender roles don't really exist or shouldn't exist or something along those lines. You at least encounter that discussion. And in English class and philosophy class and something. And what shocks me is we still don't, I assume we don't break free of that. You know, we still manage to not succeed, and that's disturbing a little bit. And there's something there that we aren't doing that.